Hey everybody, I'm Benjamin, aka the Terrible Australian at supermarcy.com, and this is my video review of Minions, which is the spin-off sort of slash prequel film to the Despicable Me series. So let's get right into it. You know, like everybody else, I enjoy animated films as much as the next person, and they're always a lot of fun. And, you know, they're films that sort of both families and kids can enjoy. And in regard to the first two Despicable Me films, I really enjoyed those films a lot. The first film was a pretty solid and entertaining film, but I thought the second film was definitely better as well, and I thought that was a lot of fun, and it was a film that I really enjoyed a lot. Now, what I've heard about sort of like, you know, a sort of a prequel slash spin-off film that would center around the sort of the side characters of the Minions, I thought, okay, well, you know, they're really funny in the in sort of both the Despicable Me films, so let's see what they've got. And now, I know that a lot of people have been enjoying this film, and but unfortunately, I don't know, I didn't think this movie was all that good, to be honest, and I think the main reason why for that is, like, I mean, I do enjoy the Minions, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they have enough in them to justify this, to have a whole movie based around them, and to be honest, though, like, what was great about the Despicable Me films, that because they were just used rather well, like, they weren't overused, they were just used in a way that was suitable, so it was, and that, you know, they didn't get, but when you sort of have a movie that's sort of centered around them, like, throughout the entire running time, and there's sort of our main characters, I will admit, I did get rather irritated after a while, and I just didn't feel as though, you know, these characters, like I said, these characters don't have enough interesting elements about them to just, you know, to sustain a whole film. And this probably would have worked better as, say, as maybe a short film, or something like that, but yeah, I don't think, after a while, I have to admit, after a while, the film kind of did lose a bit of steam because of that. And to be honest, it got to a point where I just started to get a bit irritated by the Minions. And, I mean, yeah, they're fun, but they are fun characters. But what makes them work is they were fun in small doses. But when you have, like I said, if you have, like, you have a movie that's basically all about them, it just runs out of steam very quickly, and I just, after a while, like I said, I just became a bit irritated by them. And also the plot itself didn't seem justified to being, you know, 90 minutes as well. Even though there are but that being said, though, there were aspects about the film I did enjoy. I mean, other than the Minion characters, I thought the sort of, the vocal performances for the human characters, like Sandra Bullock, Hamm, Michael Keaton, Allison, Janney, Steve Coogan, and Geoffrey all did a really good job with their voice performances. Like, even though they're not the leads in the film, but, you know, they do a really good job with their supporting turns. And particularly, you know, Sandra Bullock and Hamm, who you can clearly tell they're having a lot of fun doing the voices of these two characters. But particularly Sandra Bullock, who plays the film's sort of main villain, Scarlet Overkill, in which the Minions want to work for. And also, there's some pretty funny moments in there as well, as a bit of mixture of pop culture moments, but also just sort of some really weird, kind of bizarre humor as well that I did find quite funny. And also, like, and also the animation is beautiful. Like, it is a gorgeous looking film, and it just looks, and seeing it on the big screen, it just looked absolutely stunning. But like I said, that being said, though, I feel like the script could have been a bit stronger, and probably would have given them had a more, you know, had a better story as well, especially when you're kind of centering it around the Minion characters. To me, it just felt, it just didn't feel strong enough, you know, and and I wish it could have just been better written. And that's not to say there aren't some good moments in it. Like I said, it's just the film just is pretty uneven at times. Like there'll be a great moment 1 second, and then the movie will just move at a snail's pace for a bit, and then go back up to being kind of awesome again, and then back to a normal pace. Because the pacing of it is a bit wonky as well, and but like overall, I mean, this film is going to do huge, and I'm not going to say that you shouldn't see this film because this film will definitely work with a lot of people. But unfortunately, though, it just didn't quite work for me, and it almost made me turn into hating the Minions because, like I said, I just didn't feel like they're great side characters, but I just don't think they have it in them to have their own film around them. So yeah, I think this film kind of proved that to me. So but overall, if I had to give Minions a rating, I'd probably give it a 2.5. And yeah, I wasn't that big of a fan. That's to say, it does have its moments, but unfortunately, it didn't feel that necessary of a film. And so, but at the same time, it's a film I can see a lot of kids enjoying as well. So never mind about what I have to say. And of course, adults will enjoy it as well. So, but this is just my opinion though. So overall, yep, Minions. I think, it's an average film overall, bit of a mixed bag, but at the same time, I think there's a lot there for other people to enjoy, even though I didn't really enjoy it myself. So yep, that's my video review on Minions. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all later. See you, everyone.